Okay, let's see. I'm gonna do somewhat boring stuff today, but I'll wait until some more people join. And in the meantime, I'm gonna spam it all about, of course. Hey people. Let's see, tweet about it. Yada yada yada. And let's see if it actually works. Where's my OBS? Yes, I am streaming and not recording. I've actually one time thought I was streaming for an hour and I was recording only. So that's kind of stupid. And I can hear myself. Yes, okay. So I'm gonna do something a bit different than normally. I'm gonna try and take apart some of the unexposed material functions that are in the Real Engine folder. Not sure what I'm gonna do with it, but maybe I'll find something cool. I'm just gonna make a new material. So I have something to play with. I should grab a random static mesh that might be nice to use as a base. In this case, I kind of want to see my meshes. So come. I have no idea what this is. How are the UV set up? Okay, I think I can use that as a base to see what's going on. There we go. And now let's take a look at all the material functions. Hey Andre, how are you? Material functions in the engine content. Now it's kind of hard to see which ones are exposed and which aren't, so that's why I'm using setting it to columns and then just press the be exposed to library, and a lot of them are false, and those are the ones I kind of want to check out. You know, the other ones you've come across one way or the other, but there are quite a few that actually are not shown, and I'm wondering why. Some of them might not be finished, some of them are probably a mess, but we'll see. Also, since my math sucks, quite a few of them might not be usable for me. So, yeah, we'll see. Okay. There we go. Let's pick the first one. Tangent space flow complex. Pushing the flow texture along in the direction of the flow direction. Okay. And for that we need a flow texture. I'm gonna grab one real quick. I should grab myself another content browser so I don't mess up this constantly. I'm gonna lock that one, and now if I press Ctrl B I get another content browser. It might be easier. Now I can grab some textures. Let's see. Something that's at least a bit representative of something interesting. I should have something with rocks somewhere. Oh, we can use the caustic one. A checker floor. The pebble stones. Those might be handy to play with. Also, this normal map looks inverted. Somewhat. No, it doesn't when I zoom in, but okay. Tangent space flow complex. First I want to see what's inside of it. There's already some stuff that could be cleaned up. Linear sign. Anti-texture object. Low-res blurred noise. The effect kind of looks cool. I'm not really what? How? Oh. Okay. Nothing notably interesting. So let's see how it works. I'm just gonna grab the caustics for now. Convert to object. Texture. Let's check the results. Flow direction from tangent space from -1 to 1. So now it should be static. If I go to -1, it should go left and right. Which it does, probably better looking on a cube now. Okay, that does look kind of interesting. One is the other way around, and up and down, probably, yeah. Okay. Animal offset noise. 4 or 5 time signs at the moment. Yeah, I guess that much. Okay. Let's see what this does. Oh, that's actually quite trippy. Interesting. So, almost makes me wonder why it's not exposed, because you can do some quite cool things with them. I might actually duplicate this function and make an exposed version that I can just copy and paste throughout engine versions, else I need to redo that every time. Okay, let's see, time. That's probably the speed. Now it should be static again. It isn't. Let me remove that one real quick. And now it is static. You'd expect that time will be... Yeah, it's an overtime thing. Okay, so that should work. And obviously if I make this faster, yeah, okay. And because I'm lazy, let me get this material function so I can easily plop down values if I want to. Okay. So let's make a interesting thing that I can plop down in. So there we go. And save, so I actually keep it. Oh. Okay, next one. And now it keeps opening different content browsers. I need that one. Expose the library, tangent space flow complex. Make composites a RGB layer. I have no idea. Let's see. Gonna log that constant browser on my other screen. This is something that's totally unknown for me. Converts RGB and color into pre-multiplied from compositing. Is that the alpha composite? I think that's something quite old. And which is basically now a alpha composite thing. So yeah, it's probably that. Do I have a texture with an alpha channel? I don't have many of them in this project. Let me double check. First of all, I'm gonna delete that. Just gonna do it like this. And let's preview it with that one. Oh. Yeah, so it's basically kind of like the composite blending mode, I'm guessing, but let's see, previewing. Should probably set it to translucent or masked or whatever. Grab another texture here. That might be a bit better. Visibly. Yeah. I think that's basically it. Let me plug this into opacity. That's basically all it does. Using the alpha channel to already pre-multiply the alpha with the texture. Okay. Looking from what I know, at least, it's a redundant thing now, so nothing interesting. Macro UVs. No description. And okay. Very empty. Very useless. Composite ARGB layer. Another one of those things. Let's see. Like Photoshop merging of two layers resulting in RGB with an alpha value. Okay. Let's see. I need another. Let's use this one. Everything out of the way, because it's already getting a mess, and I only have done a few mod functions. So let's get the top one. Wait, I probably need to append like this. Top 4. Because once a factor 4. I'm betting you can also do a factor 3 though, but let's check that in a second. And let's preview it. Let's see if I can grab another texture that's a bit more clear. That might do. I'm not seeing that much difference. Let's unappend. Yeah, okay, it doesn't even want that. So it definitely needs a 4, but let's see if I have any with an alpha channel. Has alpha channel true. Let's pick another one. Oh, everything's off screen. As alpha channel. True. Okay. Here we go. Let's see if that helps. I'm gonna move that one over here. Let's see. Well, there is some result, but I think it's just masking out and multiplying them. It's inverting that one to over here, so yeah. Okay. Can be interesting not to. So I want to see. Okay, that's why it's also over the heart in here. Let's see if I can pick another one just for a final look at it. Dun, 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 dun. I don't have that many textures with alpha channel, so it's false. That's alpha channel true. Can take a look at it, see if it shows something interesting. So yeah, basically just okay. Well, that is quite interesting actually. I wouldn't use it personally quite a bit, but if you have some textures that have an alpha channel to mask out some of the pieces, then able to combine them this well is actually quite cool. Simple but cool. Okay. So let's just plug it into the interesting ones. Tangent space flow complex. That's the same one as the one we had before. Yeah. So what's the difference? Flow map, flow texture, flow strength, flow direction, UVs, flow speed time, and mip maps. Okay, so it's a slightly different one. Or well, slightly. Let's compare. This is the other one, which is quite empty. Few floating thingies that are never cleaned up. And this is the other complex one. The result looks a bit different as well. If you look at this one, it's quite wobbly. This one is a bit more direct. It does seem to flow a bit. Let's play with it, I guess. There we go. Move everything to the side again. Let's grab that caustics thing. And I'm actually gonna flop it down again. Wait, that's the other one. Oh wait, that is actually the one we want. Okay. The hell. Tangent space flow complex, and okay, so there are a few of them. There are actually two also called complex, so I guess let's try them. Flow map into emissive color because I kind of want to see what it does there. I'm guessing that's the one we already used, but Okay. Let's make the texture a bit bigger. That's quite cool. It's basically just distorting the UVs, of course, but I think I can play around with this a little bit, make it a more cleaner function. So, just in case, because we're going to try them all again, plate that one here. I should probably also just keep a setup so I can easily preview them. Let's do it like that. There. Okay, so next one, the tangent space flow. Non-complex, though it has more inputs. Flow texture, let me remove that one. Ah, it's a bit more like the old tangent flow map things that are just blending more regularly. Okay, let's see. Flow direction goes there. Yeah, as expected, UVs will probably do the same thing. Yeah, it's basically just a regular flow map thingy, but old, I guess. Export float. If set to true, the output will export the texture alpha as well as the float texture's RGB value. Okay. The speed, flow strength. Let's just check that one real quick. 0 probably does nothing. And 1 is really fast. Yeah. Nothing too special. I prefer the other one. That one, but it does make me wonder why it's not exposed. I mean, I know there's another flow map thing. Flow maps UV1, flow maps simple, and flow maps, but I mean, if I'm correct, it almost does the same thing. A few more options though, but yeah, it basically does the same thing. Kind of want to keep it a little bit clean. There. Gonna just plop it down here. Not really need a preview. And then there's the other complex flow, which is again totally different. So I wonder how it's different. I should have closed that. Back to the other two. And the other one. So there have been multiple attempts to generate something like this. I guess they eventually picked the ones that are available in the content browser, but I kind of like that one. Let's play around with the last one. Flow texture. Boom. Linear direction of the flow direction. Lerp alpha result. I wonder why the UV1 and UV2 things are. Input UVs. No idea. We'll play with it a bit, I guess. Results. Kind of does the same thing as the other one, which I expected. The map bias, probably just literally changing the map maps. Yeah. Funny. Okay, flow speed, etc., etc. Flow direction. All the same things. Let's check UV1. Numblop. In a few seconds, yeah. UV2. Probably does the same thing, and then in a few seconds, plop, yeah. Lerp alpha. It's basically the same as that one, just a few more different outputs, I guess. Okay. Not too interesting, but might be useful for some people. So I should probably name it a bit more properly. Flow map. Very cool bubble result. Let's UV distort. Okay. Regular-ish flow map. Ish flow map with additional outputs. Okay, that should be all the flow map thingies. Let's see, what else do we have here? Cloud shadow sample for iterations hem. No clue. I have no idea if I can properly use this. I kind of want to see what's inside of it first. Okay. Texture object. Oh god. Loads of appending. I like to see what's inside of material functions and error. Nothing to worry about though. Okay, sample distance start. I haven't. Actually, should probably just have it open, see where there is an actual value. No. Sample distance probably just takes a scalar value of whatever. So out of 5. Cloud density is a texture value, so I have no idea. Sample opacity. Where are you? Can be anything, so we could probably just nap this texture again for some randomness. Sample distance offset. Same thing. And the light directionality. Let's just plug it in like this. I have no idea what the expected results should be, so Let's try it in a face texture. I expect it to at least react to some light, but default lit. Metric directional, because why not? Black harness density. Tripping normal value. Oh. Okay, it is somewhat interesting, but Luos time sign. Let's see. Okay, I don't find it, and I find it interesting at least. So, boom. Okay, next one. Concentrate matrices. Sounds very methy. I have no idea what it does. Let's see. Depend. Combining and making full stuff. I have no idea what it will do. Eventually there will be so much crap here. Okay, let's just make a few vector 4s. Random colors. So, not sure why my computer is making so much noise. I'm not doing anything over the top intensive. So I have this project open as well. Let me close that one. Might help a little bit. Okay. Red. So if I have it correctly, let's say we have the blue channel. All the blue channels go to a make float. Okay, so it's combining all the... I have no idea what it does. This methy thingy that's beyond my knowledge. We need a Yan or Death Ray or whatever in here. Does mean that yeah. So basically, if I debug float 4 values and log it in here and preview it, you can see that it's the 0 from the first input, the 1 from the second, the .2 1 from, yeah. It makes me wonder what happens if I randomly plug in that one. 1.064. So there's an additional 1 in the... Okay. Combining. Okay. I don't see the usefulness in this, but... Okay, nothing too interesting. I'm gonna keep you here, just in case. Anybody who's watching, and apparently there are some people watching, think of, hey, but I know a way of how this is useful, then definitely tell me. Convert from diff spec. Again, no explanation. And diffuse color and specular color, now we can probably... I had a few other things in here. What the hell? Scroll, scroll, scroll. Where are you? I'm looking for a specific texture to try this on. I keep burping. My foot wants to get out again, I guess. Where are you? I have too many textures in this project. Stupid thing is that I picked it a few minutes ago, but it's gone. I'm trying to find it. I was in the wrong folder. Apologies. There we go. But first I kind of want to see what it does inside. Diffuse color, and then it's desaturating. Adding, multiplying some stuff. Same with the other one. And it creates a base color out of that, a metallic and a specular. Okay, that's quite old, I'm guessing. Let's see. Let's invert the roughness. Oh. Bake it as a specular. Diffuse color, and let's see, base color, metallic, and specular. Also, let's not preview that thing anymore. Let's plug in the normal as well. Obviously, it shouldn't be used on a cobblestone with something metallic, but not too bad, I guess. No. Don't see any current usage for it, but it might be interesting for some people. Hmm. Might go over them a bit later. Okay. Let's you here, and let's see what's the next material function. And I have so much to do. Correct pixel depth offset value. Extends PDO distance as the camera aligns with the surface plane. Okay. Camera factor with wall position offset options. Vertex normal two-sided sign. Okay. It's an offset amount. Let's try a grayscale texture for funsies. I have no idea what it does. Pixel depth offset distance as the camera lines with the surface plane. Let's try it actually in. Right in the contour browser, apply on this mesh. Let's see. And without that correct pixel depth offset thing, probably doesn't have that whiteout effect. Yeah. Okay. Nothing too spectacular, I guess. I wonder if you can use it as a lerp. Let's try that. Do I still have to? No. Let's make this one red. And that one blue. And that makes it more clear what's actually happening. That can actually be quite interesting for some tiling effects. At least have a bit more detail when you're closer and then fade out to less detail in the back, or other way around, depending on how you set it up. But okay, has potential for something. Maybe for terrains and whatever, but let's see. There. Okay, local space surface mirroring generates mask results based on the local orientation of surfaces, useful for mirroring texture information based on the object's topology. Okay. That's not gonna do much at all. Okay, that's broken. Unless there's something magical happening in here, but this won't work. That one is definitely broken. Okay. Custom bounding box 0 to 1 UVW. No explanation as usual. Let's see. Absolute wall position. Clamp some values, switching. Nothing too spectacular going on here. I'm wondering what way they kind of mean. Custom bounding box, but okay. Let's see. Infinite. Okay. Sort of. Roll position, standard. Doesn't have a standard value. It should have. Yeah. Just absolute world position, yada yada yada. Not sure what the min, max and so are, but 512. Oh, 512, 1024, and 768. Save it, and let's see what it does on this thing. Okay. Horizontally and vertically that works as normal, but if you move up and down, it's acting weird. I wonder what the minus does. Thinking. This is Z. That one should work, yeah. Okay, well. Nothing too interesting. Bye. Refract. Any description? No. I'm guessing it's gonna go into refraction. Let's try. Transparent. Let's grab a random normal. There we go. Incidence vector. I have not even a clue what that is, but I might not be the perfect guy to actually test this out. And so when I see the values change, there we go. What the hell? That is freaking weird. Let's grab a regular value for that so we can actually see what it does. If I am correct, I mean at the moment I'm looking in, at the other side it's GB, please be quiet. If I change this to -1, oh, it's still the same. I have no idea what this is doing. Though that might be because it's translucent. Let's do it like that. Opacity. Hey, bye, Cutter. Let's save this as is and let's double check in the preview. In here. Okay, I can actually see something going on. Let me disable the time sign and set it to a value of 1 or so. I have no idea. Let's do 2 for now. 1, 2, save, and GB, be quiet. My cat loves to talk. A bit too much. Okay, so nothing too spectacular. I mean, might be nice for some glass or so, but nothing I'm too interesting in. Okay. Bloop, 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 bloop. Let's clean up some stuff. Again. And move on to the next thing. Texture bomb single sample. Boom. Parallax occlusion map. Okay. Oh my god. Parallax for bombing. Hey Jakartax. Top right, swizzle. I never use swizzle because I have no idea what it does. Basically it turns around coordinates, okay. Kind of makes sense. It's turning those things around all the time, yada yada yada, and that's some occlusion mapping. Let's plug in a texture and preview it, I guess. Error, missing preview connection input for high text. Okay. That might not be the best texture for this. Okay, let's see. Let's just use those to make more sense, I guess. Go away, go away. Normally it's for an explosion probably, but I don't have proper texture for that, I guess. We can try. Let's see. Do I have some explosion thingies? I should have, but probably in my flipbooks folder. Let's first try this and then the other one, I guess. No. High texture and texture object. You know, that actually would look cool for water. Oh, that to 5. Let's make it a cube so we can see the top. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger for y'all. And probably set it to opaque. Damn, that's actually quite... That's definitely not a bad result. Damn. Welcome to the trippy stream. I know, right? This is actually quite a cool usage of the parallax occlusion mapping. I mean, I can't even believe that this is just a flat plane we're looking at. Let's apply the normal map as well. Let's see. Is normal? No. There. Okay, in that case we might need to use the same thing. Same setup, but texture. And plug it into the texture object there. That one can go. Is normal is a boolean, I'm guessing. To double check is normal. Where are you? Yeah, boolean. Should probably set to true, and then go into the normal. And now it should be proper. Yeah. Now let's get a nice roughness map going. Enable back to texture sample. Not a perfect roughness map, but I might actually invert it. Let's do it like that. And move that to the base color. It's actually quite a cool result. It's not even that super expensive or so. I think if we set, let me double check. Yeah, if I'd remake this material and change some settings, I might actually save a few texture samples as well, but yeah. Okay, that's for usage 1. Now I kind of want to use it with a flipbook and see what that does. I'm actually gonna set this up properly so I can copy and paste it a bit more clean. Okay. Nice pom. Pompy dumpy dum. Okay. Flipbook version. Where's my flipbook? Texture. Object. In this case, we don't need a normal map. I'm gonna remove that one. Do I actually have a flipbook with a normal map? I should have, but let's see. Control Z. Let's grab that normal version over there. I need to find the proper texture that belongs to it though. The droplets. Where are you? I know you're probably in some merge texture thing, but ice shards, smoke. I think this is the one. No. So I do have that flipbook as well, so let's just pick that one then. Put that one in here. Grab the texture there. So I need to component mask out only the red channel. I'm correct. And we need a height map for this as well. And I don't really have one, I guess. And that is quite important. Let's see. Sadly, I only have this one merged, so I need to do that real quick, I guess. Let me think. I really don't have that one separate anymore. No. Okay, I guess I need to quickly separate that texture. Let me clean up my desk real quick. Because Photoshop is set to only open on my drawing tablet. So let's grab it real quick. And play around with that. Photo soup. I should probably have the texture in here. Give me a few seconds, I'll open what I'm doing on the other channel, on the other monitor real quick. Let's see, textures, VFX, flipbook, do I have it there? No, merged. I'll do something else. Where's my OBS? There we go. This is my other monitor. And I quickly need to export that texture that I'm using. Where are you? No, really, where are you? There. Left mouse click. Asset actions. Export. And for now, I'm just gonna plug it into the textures folder. So I'll open. And it's called TL Magic Water Droplets. There we go. So we only want the red channel, I guess. Oh, this might work better as a height map. Probably gonna use that one. Oh yeah, I combined that normal map stuff in here. Okay, idea. File new. See if that works properly. Let me grab the green channel. Paste it here. Oh, canvas size. There, and grab the blue channel. Now somewhat merge them. This should be fine-ish, I guess. We can try. And save as. POM test. I have no idea what to call it. Okay, back to the other one monitor again. Photo soup, yeah. I always say photo soup for some reason. I just like it. Okay. Since we are back on that monitor, let me import that texture. Textures. POM test. There we go. I'm gonna make sure that's actually just set to alpha. So we don't need anything else. Everything should be fine then. And save. It might be a bit off because it's not a proper height map, but oh, freaking control browser opening the wrong things. Flipbook, where are you? There. Texture object. High text there and high text there. Okay, that might be a bit overkill. Huh. That said, I kind of want to use that same texture for opacity mask. Flat play might work better in this case. Should be inverted, should be some smart values. I'm gonna look at the other textures real quick. We might be better off using another channel. I'm gonna copy the alpha channel and back into the POM texture, see if that works. And save it real quick. Re-import and see if that results in anything better. Holy hell. Let's see. Grab another value for offset strength. Result, please. Expected a bit more result than that, but guess that one isn't doing much. Cell index, blah blah blah. I'm just goofing about by now, but it's not a proper texture either. I'm gonna try another channel. Let's see if that does something cool. Saving, and loading. Does this work with translucent? I doubt it, but let's see. -1. Not exactly what I expected to see. Oh, that one. It's like little windows in which you see some weird gay thing or so. Oh, the other one. Too flat. Okay, I kind of hope for a better result in this, but oh well. It's definitely fun for normal things. So yeah, okay, enough playing around with this. Else I keep playing, keep trying, whatever. Can it all go? Yeah. Okay. Bye. Let's try another tiling anti-aliasing dots. I have no idea. Tiling AA line box filtered, which is tiling AA line integral. Integral of fx is frac split question useful for analytic anti-aliasing patterns offset by split 2 to have grid lines overlapping. Okay. Met functions inside of material functions instead of material functions. Compute filter width. If. Okay. Let's set this to opaque again. Scalar UV. Does it expect a? Yeah. Okay. Okay. That's almost cute. In case you want small dots. Okay. 0 is probably total black. Oh, the 1 would give bigger dots or so. What? Oh, that 2. Oh, that O2. How is it set up? Because normally it's 0.05. Okay. That's weird. Didn't have a different result just now. Oh, I changed that again. That made sense. So 0.01. 0.1. Bigger dots probably. Okay. In case you want dots. case you want a procedural, somewhat expensive, great. Okay. I should probably turn off my drawing tablet. I'll just put it on the floor in case I need it again. I should not kick it about. Okay, I expected to do a lot more in less time, so I might do this in a few videos in the end. Texture grid cascaded 2D. I have no idea. Again, texture grid 1D. Texture sample. Level grid stripes. Wow, what an amazing texture. Grid lines, emissive color. And we need a UV. I'm guessing that this is actually how the... Okay. Lol. Yeah, it's just a... I want to actually bet that it's the same material. That uses that. Nothing too interesting then. Texture grid scale to 1D, that's already in that material. Texture defines specular shape, aligns the highlight shapes to the reflected light. Let's take a look at it. Clumping, clumping, clump, blurb, shape of your highlight, texture sample. Okay. I might not have the textures to actually properly use this, but texture object, highlight shape. Normals. Well, since that's still the one I have here. Actually, it's probably using world normer, but okay. Specular intensity. O.1, 1, O.1. Specular sharpness. Let's make it extremely sharp. There. And let's check out the results. Oh. You know, this actually could be somewhat useful for the electron microscope kind of effects. This is a very weird result. What if I just plug in a vector of 3 for the normal? Okay. Not sure why we need that highlight shape though. Is that what's being used for that? Okay. Guess it's kind of the shape it's using for parts where it's highlighting, but as you can see there's some, you can sort of see the tiny texture thingy here, but I guess you should see in the heart here, but it's bigger. Okay. Can we see it on the sphere? If I remove that normal, we might. I'm betting that this is the shape of the heart, yeah. Okay. Another flippy weird thing, though can be quite interesting. Capital can be. There. Bye bye. I don't have a better word for it. Okay, one more, and I think I'm gonna call it quits for today. I do have a lot more to go over, but just so much work. Especially if I want to go and really dive into them. Bye. Check occlusion. Checks to see if a world position is occluded by an opaque object for use with translucent materials. Okay. That screen edge. I have no idea what it does. Probably need a duplicate of this then. Default texture. Okay, so it's checking the pivot location of the mesh, and if it's occluded by an opaque one, it disappears. That's a rather odd thing to do. I sometimes wonder what Epic is using these for, why they initially tried to create it, what the attendant usage is. Screen edge and occlusion. So if it's, yeah, so it's not only the viewport, but if it's on the screen edge, it will also disappear. Okay, this is interesting though. And if I only want the occlusion, I'm gonna pick that one. Loading, come on. So now it stays on screen edge, as you can see, but the moment it's occluded by the mesh, it flips. Okay, I kind of want to try something interesting. Let's say this is a transparent material that's always on top of everything else. Disable depth test. How will it respond then? I mean, it's always on top, but the moment it's being occluded by something, I will react. As you can see, regardless of where this mesh is, I wonder. I'm gonna try something real quick. Content browser, filter meshes. I'm gonna delete that one real quick. I'm gonna place that back to where it belongs. I'm gonna pop down this thing and apply the tester material to it. And this one is always drawn on top unless it's occluded, of course. But what if we... how am I gonna do this? Sorry about the weird beeping noise. My neighbors are demolishing, repairing, fixing up their house again. Let's grab a really bright yellow color. There. Multiply it by a high value. Preview. To help. Also, no, not that one. Add. There we go. How am I gonna try this? I need to test something else first before I do this. So it's visible, it should be white. If it's not visible, it should turn black. As you can see. The same when it's on the edge. Now let's do the same thing again for opacity. Just gonna grab the same color we had before. That goes invisible, but what if I'm gonna use that for null for that. Sorry for not showing. Use the for null for the lerp. That normally disappears it, and there we go. Now, if we could change this, that it only flips the overlap when it's occluded, then you add something really cool to highlight your character whenever there's a tree in front of it or other building. Okay. What else can I try? So normally it's gonna be that color, and else it's gonna be that color. Just another random test. Okay, that has potential for something interesting. Not something I would use on a regular basis, but I'm definitely gonna pop it down here and play around with it. But I think that's all the time I have today to play around with the hidden material functions inside the engine. I mean, there's still so many to go over. There's parallax for bomb, texture bomb, singer sample, etc., all the way to object local to world data. Wait, I gotta show one more thing, which is kind of funny. World aligned texture complex optimization attempt. The attempt failed? Oh well. Yeah. I'm gonna call it quits. Thank you for watching and take care. Bye bye.